One of the things I love about old photographs is that they are a way of helping me to look back. To look back on special events with special people so that I can remember the time I spent with them. Now, why do I like to look back over old photos? Because as Sabbath's lesson pointed out, we human beings, we have a funny memory. All too often we forget the important stuff, and all too often we remember things that aren't really that important. The problem with remembering is that memories fade and the details, they start to blur. And this is why I like pictures, because they help me to remember the important moments in my life and the lives of those I love. Now, added to this, symbols also help us to remember. For example, baptism reminds us of God's saving grace. The communion bread and wine serve as a reminder of the cross of Jesus Christ. They also serve to remind us of what it cost Jesus to save us. Weddings remind us of God's love and passion for humanity, and the Sabbath stands as a memorial of both creation and our salvation. You see, God is into helping us to remember. So it shouldn't surprise us that God wanted Israel to capture the moment, to take a snapshot in time, so to speak, to serve as a reminder that God kept his promise, not only to Abraham, but to the children of Israel themselves. God would bring them home. Now, they didn't have cameras or billboards back in the day. So how do you go about capturing the moment for all to remember? Well, you do what we do today. You build a memorial. I live in the city of Ottawa, which is the capital city of Canada. And if you were to walk around what we call Parliament Hill, you will find for all to see a war memorial. It is there to help us to remember those brave men and women who sacrificed their lives to ensure our freedoms. Memorials have been around for a very long time, and God wants Israel to build a memorial. Why? Because he's only going to pass this way once with the entire nation of Israel. And as such, God wanted future generations to know that it was God, not Pharaoh, not Moses, not Joshua or the priests, nor the armies of Israel that parted those waters. That it was God who had done this, and that it was God who had brought them home. The memorial was to stand forever, not as a testimony to a miracle, but as a testimony to a miracle-working God.